The Young Ones, 1982, was a groundbreaking British sitcom that captured the chaos and energy of youth in a way that had never been seen before. With its wild humor, memorable characters, and unforgettable antics, it quickly became a cult classic. But what happened to the actors behind the iconic roles of Rik, Vivian, Neil, and Mike after the show came to an end? In this video, we'll dive into the lives and careers of the talented cast members and find out what they've been up to since the series wrapped. Curious to know where they are now? Let's take a look. Adrian Edmondson, born on January 24, 1957, in Bradford, England, is a renowned actor, comedian, and writer best known for his role as Vivian Bastard in the 1982 sitcom The Young Ones. At 25 years old, he brought a unique, manic energy to the character, which quickly became iconic. His work on the show made him a central figure in British comedy during the 1980s. Edmondson's comedy career began in his university days at the University of Manchester, where he met Rik Mayall. The two became lifelong collaborators, working together on The Young Ones, Bottom, and other comedic projects. Bottom, a sitcom that ran from 1991 to 1995, showcased their shared comedic sensibilities and became a beloved classic, cementing Edmondson's reputation as one of the UK's top comedic talents. In addition to his work with Mayall, Edmondson appeared in numerous other TV shows, including Filthy Rich and Cat Flap and The New Statesman. He has also had roles in films like Guest House Paradiso and War and Peace, 2007, displaying his versatility as an actor. On a personal level, Edmondson has been married to fellow comedian Jennifer Saunders since 1985. They have 3 daughters, Ella, Beatty, and Freya. Their relationship, often described as supportive and loving, has been a strong foundation in Edmondson's life. The couple has collaborated on various projects, including Absolutely Fabulous. Edmondson's career, while marked by success, has also faced its challenges. Nevertheless, he remains a beloved figure in British entertainment. At 67, he continues to act, direct, and write, contributing to both television and film. His legacy, particularly his iconic roles in The Young Ones and Bottom, continues to influence and inspire comedic work today. Rik Mayall was born on March 7, 1958, in Harlow, Essex, England. He studied at the University of Manchester, where he met Adrian Edmondson, with whom he would form a long-lasting creative partnership. Mayall's breakout role came in 1982, when he starred as Rik in the groundbreaking sitcom The Young Ones. At just 24 years old, his portrayal of the politically charged, self-absorbed university student became an iconic character, and the show's unique blend of anarchic humor and social commentary made it a cultural milestone in British comedy. Following The Young Ones, Mayall's career continued to thrive. He co-created and starred in Bottom, 1991 to 1995, another anarchic comedy alongside Edmondson, where the duo's chaotic slapstick humor continued to win over audiences. He also played the outrageous Lord Flashheart in Blackadder 2, further cementing his place as one of Britain's top comedic talents. His performances were known for their high energy, wit, and fearless approach to absurdity, earning him a loyal fan base. In 1998, Mayall was involved in a serious quad bike accident that left him with head injuries. Despite the severity of the incident, he made a remarkable recovery and returned to acting, continuing to entertain fans through television, stage performances, and appearances in various sitcoms and shows. Mayall married Barbara Robin in 1985, and the couple had 3 children, Sydney, Rosie, and Bonnie. Despite his often wild and chaotic on-screen persona, Mayall was known to be a devoted family man, and he frequently expressed his love for his wife and children in interviews. Sadly, Rik Mayall passed away on June 9, 2014, from a heart attack at the age of 56. His death was a great loss to British comedy, but his legacy endures. His iconic roles in The Young Ones, Bottom, and Blackadder Through Second have left an indelible mark on the world of comedy, and his influence continues to inspire new generations of comedians and fans alike. His fearless performances, unique style, and ability to combine slapstick with sharp social commentary remain a significant part of his lasting impact. Christopher Ryan, born on January 25, 1950, in the UK, is best known for his role as Mike in the iconic British sitcom The Young Ones, 1982. At the time of filming, he was 32 years old. His portrayal of Mike, a laid-back and often clueless flatmate, became a defining role in his career and made him a household name. Before The Young Ones, Ryan had appeared in various TV shows and films, but had not yet achieved widespread recognition. The show, with its mix of slapstick, absurdity, and political satire, quickly became a cult classic, and Ryan's performance added a distinctive dry humor to the ensemble cast. His character, Mike, was one of 4 student flatmates, each representing a different facet of youth culture. This role cemented his place in British television history. Ryan continued his career in television after The Young Ones, with notable roles in shows such as Absolutely Fabulous, Doctors, and The Thick of It. However, none of these roles reached the same level of fame as his performance in The Young Ones. His versatility allowed him to play a wide range of characters in both comedy and drama. In his personal life, Ryan married actress Linda Bellingham in the 1980s, and they had 2 children. Their relationship was one of mutual respect and love, lasting until Bellingham's death in 2014. Ryan has often spoken about his close bond with his family and his dedication as a father. As Ryan's career progressed, he appeared in fewer high-profile roles, though he continued to work in television, notably in Doctors and The Thick of It. Today, at 74 years old, Ryan is no longer as visible in the entertainment industry, but remains a beloved figure in British comedy. His legacy, particularly his role in The Young Ones, is well remembered, and he continues to be celebrated by fans for his contribution to the sitcom's success. Nigel Planer, born on February 22, 1953, is an English actor, comedian, writer, and author, best known for his role as Neil in the hit British sitcom The Young Ones, which premiered in 1982. At the time, Planer was 29 years old. His portrayal of Neil, a sensitive and idealistic hippie, became one of the show's most memorable characters. The Young Ones was known for its surreal and anarchic humor, and Planer's character contrasted sharply with the more aggressive personalities of the other housemates, making him a fan favorite. Before The Young Ones, Planer worked in theater and appeared in various smaller TV roles. However, it was his role as Neil that truly established him as a major figure in British comedy. Afterward, Planer continued his success with roles in the comic strip Presents, The New Statesman, and Blackadder III. He also found work as a voice artist, lending his talents to animated series like The Simpsons and Harry Potter video games. In addition to acting, Planer has had a successful career as a writer and author, publishing works ranging from novels to an autobiography. He remained active in television and theater throughout the 1990s and 2000s, though he largely shifted away from regular television appearances. Planer was married to actress and singer Kate O'Mara in the 1980s, but they divorced in the late 1990s. He has children, though he keeps his personal life private. Now 71 years old, Nigel Planer is less frequently in the public eye, but remains a respected figure in British comedy. His legacy as Neil in The Young Ones has made a lasting impact, and he continues to be fondly remembered by fans of the show. While no longer as active in television, His work remains an integral part of British comedy history. Mark Arden, born on July 31, 1956, in England, gained recognition for his role as the boy in comic strip on The Young Ones, a British sitcom that debuted in 1982. At 26 years old during his appearance, Arden contributed to the show's chaotic and satirical humor, which became a hallmark of 1980s British comedy. Though not one of the central figures, his performance helped define the offbeat style that made The Young Ones a cult classic. Before The Young Ones, Arden had a background in theater and transitioned into television, where he found his niche in comedy. The show catapulted him into the spotlight, leading to other roles in the comic strip Presents series, where his quirky comedic timing became a signature. Despite his public career, Arden has maintained a private personal life. Details about his relationships and family are minimal, and he tends to keep his personal matters out of the media. He is married, but little is known about his spouse, as he values his privacy. Arden has children, though their identities remain undisclosed. This preference for privacy reflects his desire to separate his public career from his personal life. In terms of his career, Arden had a steady, though not always high-profile, trajectory. He continued to work in television and film, mostly in comedic roles, but never reached the consistent fame of his The Young Ones co-stars like Rik Mayall or Adrian Edmondson. His involvement in the comic strip Presents series kept him relevant in British comedy circles, though his roles were often smaller and less mainstream. Now 68 years old, Mark Arden is largely retired from acting and has not been active in recent years. He remains a fondly remembered figure in British comedy, with The Young Ones continuing to celebrate his contribution to the show. Despite his lower profile, Arden's legacy lives on through the enduring popularity of the sitcom. Alexei Sayle, born on August 7, 1952, in Liverpool, England, is a British comedian, actor, and writer, best known for his role in the 1982 sitcom The Young Ones. At 30 years old, he played various members of the Balowski family, contributing to the show's status as an iconic piece of British television. The show, with its anarchic humor and social satire, became a defining series of the 1980s, and Sayle's performances were central to its success. Sayle grew up in a working-class Jewish family in Liverpool. He later attended the University of East Anglia, where he studied English literature and history of art. During this time, Sayle developed his passion for comedy, performing stand-up shows and eventually joining the alternative comedy scene in the early 1980s. In his personal life, Sayle married his longtime partner, Natalie, and they have one daughter. The family keeps a private life away from the media, with Sayle rarely discussing his personal matters in public. He has been able to maintain a relatively low-key existence despite his fame. Career-wise, Sayle's role in The Young Ones was a career high, but his work extended beyond the series. He starred in Alexei Sayle's Stuff, 1988, and appeared in films like Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, 1989. Despite his early success, Sayle's career slowed in later years, and he shifted his focus to writing, with books like The Dog Catcher and The Weeping Women Hotel showcasing his dark humor and political commentary. Now, 72 years old, Sayle is still alive and occasionally makes appearances on radio shows and in interviews, but he generally avoids the spotlight. His influence on British comedy remains profound, and his work, particularly in The Young Ones, continues to be celebrated. Though less active in mainstream media, Sayle's contributions to alternative comedy solidified his place in television history. Ben Elton, born on May 3, 1959 in Catford, London, is a comedian, writer, and actor best known for his role as Baz in the 1982 sitcom The Young Ones. At 23, he joined the show contributing his distinct comedic style to its anarchic humor. The Young Ones became a cult classic, and Elton's role added to its sharp social satire and absurdity. Before acting, Elton was already involved in the comedy world as a writer and stand-up comedian. His collaborations with fellow comedians Rik Mayall and Adrian Edmondson helped shape British comedy in the 1980s and 1990s. Elton's work on The Young Ones launched his career, and he soon became known for his writing on the iconic sitcom Blackadder. As the creator and writer of Blackadder, Elton's ability to blend historical satire with humor earned the show immense popularity and critical acclaim. Elton's later career included projects like The Thin Blue Line and Upstart Crow, though some of his subsequent works received mixed reviews. Despite this, his contributions to television and comedy remain significant, and his influence is still felt in the industry today. On a personal note, Elton married Sophie in 1988, and they have 3 children together. He keeps his family life private, but has often expressed how important his relationships are to him. At 65, Ben Elton is still alive and active in the entertainment industry. While he may not be as visible in the public eye, he continues to write and perform, leaving a lasting impact on British comedy. His legacy, marked by The Young Ones and Blackadder, remains an important part of British television history. Stephen Frost was born on December 28, 1955, in London, England. He is best known for playing the bank vault manager in the 1982 British sitcom The Young Ones, when he was 26 years old. Although his role in the show was brief, his performance added to the ensemble of quirky characters that made the series a cultural milestone. The Young Ones was celebrated for its chaotic humor and sharp social satire, and Frost's contribution helped make it one of the most memorable sitcoms of its time. Beyond The Young Ones, Stephen Frost had a successful career in British television and comedy. He appeared in other notable shows, including The Fast Show and The Thick of It, where his comedic talents were showcased in various absurd and memorable roles. Frost also worked in theater, bringing his energetic and distinctive style to stage productions. In his personal life, Stephen Frost has remained relatively private. He is married, but little is known about his wife or family. Frost has kept details about his children, if any, out of the public eye. Known for his down-to-earth personality, he has avoided the celebrity spotlight, preferring to focus on his work and personal life. Throughout his career, Frost enjoyed both successes and challenges, but remained a respected figure in British comedy. His role in The Young Ones remains one of his most recognized, but his later contributions to television and theater have further cemented his legacy. While he has not been as active in recent years, he continues to be remembered fondly by fans and peers alike. Now 68 years old, Stephen Frost is still alive. Though no longer in the public eye as much, his work in The Young Ones and other projects has left a lasting impact on British comedy. His ability to bring humor to both large and small roles has made him an enduring figure in the comedy world. Jim Barclay, born on May 23, 1947, in the UK, is best known for his role as the policeman in The Young Ones, 1982. At the time, he was 35 years old. Although his character was a minor role in the sitcom, which blended slapstick comedy with political satire, Barclay's performance left a memorable mark on the show. The Young Ones became a cult classic, and his brief appearance as the no-nonsense officer added to the chaotic humor that made the series unique. Before his appearance in The Young Ones, Barclay had worked in various television dramas and comedies, building a career in supporting roles. While the sitcom's success brought him wider recognition, he didn't reach the same level of fame as the main cast, such as Rik Mayall or Adrian Edmondson. His career continued with several minor roles in TV and film, but he remained largely in the background compared to other actors of his time. Jim Barclay has kept his personal life very private. He married at a young age, but there is little public information about his spouse or family. Unlike many public figures, he has maintained a low profile, rarely sharing details about his children or home life. This privacy has contributed to his somewhat mysterious persona, with fans knowing little about his life outside of acting. After The Young Ones, Barclay continued to appear in smaller projects, but he never pursued mainstream fame. His acting career slowed over the years, and he eventually stepped away from the public eye. Although he didn't pursue as many high-profile roles, Barclay remained respected for his work in television and film. At 77 years old, Jim Barclay is no longer active in the entertainment industry and has lived a quieter life. Despite not being a household name, he remains fondly remembered by fans of The Young Ones for his contribution to the show, where his role, though small, was an important part of its absurd charm. Paul Bradley, born on May 28, 1955, is an English actor best known for his role as the Warlock in the 1982 sitcom The Young Ones. When he appeared on the show, he was 27 years old. The Young Ones was a groundbreaking sitcom in British television, known for its anarchic humor and wild characters. Bradley's portrayal of the eccentric and unpredictable Warlock added a memorable layer to the show's chaotic energy. Before The Young Ones, Bradley had a background in theater and television, though his role in the sitcom was one of his early significant TV appearances. He played the Warlock, a bizarre character who was both a source of humor and a mysterious presence, adding to the show's surreal style. His performance in the series helped establish him as a versatile actor, able to navigate both comedic and more serious roles. In the years following The Young Ones, Paul Bradley's career continued to develop, with a focus on television and film. He appeared in several notable British TV series, including Doctors, where he played the role of Doctor, Howard Bellamy for many years, gaining recognition for his performances in more dramatic roles. His career also took him to the stage, where he continued to showcase his acting range. Bradley's ability to seamlessly move between comedy and drama marked his career as diverse and multifaceted. Regarding his personal life, Bradley has been married to actress and writer Nicola, though details about their relationship and family life have been kept relatively private. The couple has children, but, like many aspects of his personal life, Bradley keeps his family away from the public eye, preferring to maintain privacy. As of today, Paul Bradley is 69 years old. While he is no longer a frequent presence in the media, he continues to take on roles in both television and theater, albeit on a more selective basis. Dawn French, born on October 11, 1957, in Holyhead, Wales, is a well-known British comedian and actress. She gained fame for her role as the Easter Bunny in The Young Ones in 1982 at the age of 25. Though her appearance was brief, it became a memorable part of the series, known for its absurd and satirical humor. This role was a significant moment in her early career, which had already begun in theater and stand-up comedy. Before The Young Ones, French was part of the comedy troupe The Comic Strip, which was central to the creation of many iconic British comedies. This involvement led to further opportunities, including the long-running sitcom French and Saunders, which she co-created with Jennifer Saunders. The show, known for its witty parodies and sketches, was a staple of British television. Dawn French's personal life has often been in the spotlight. She was married to comedian Lenny Henry from 1984 to 2010, and they have one daughter, Billy, born in 1991. Despite their divorce, they maintain a positive relationship. In 2013, French married Mark Bignell, and the couple enjoys a relatively private life together. French's career reached new heights with the sitcom The Vicar of Dibley, where she played the quirky vicar Geraldine Granger. The show, which ran from 1994 to 2007, is regarded as one of the best British sitcoms and earned French widespread recognition and numerous awards. Throughout her career, Dawn French has balanced television, stage, and writing projects. She has acted in films, written best-selling books, and continues to perform stand-up comedy. Despite the ups and downs of her career, she remains a beloved figure in British entertainment. Now, 67 years old, French is still active in her career, with occasional TV appearances and stage performances. She remains a respected and influential figure in British comedy, enjoying a lasting legacy from her work on shows like The Vicar of Dibley and French and Saunders. Robbie Coltrane, born on March 30th, 1950, in Rutherglen, Scotland, was a British actor best known for his role as Bouncer in the 1982 sitcom The Young Ones. At 32 years old, Coltrane brought his distinctive comedic style to the show, playing one of the quirky characters in the Anarchic series. This role helped cement his place in British comedy, showcasing his talent for both humor and larger-than-life characters. Coltrane grew up in a middle-class family, with his father being a doctor and his mother a teacher. He studied at the Glasgow School of Art before attending the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA. His career took off in the late 1970s and early 1980s, and his work in The Young Ones was a key moment in his rise to fame. Coltrane later became a household name for his portrayal of Hagrid in the Harry Potter series, a role that brought him widespread recognition. In his personal life, Coltrane married Rona Gemmell in 1999, and they had 2 children together, Spencer and Alice. The couple divorced in 2003, but Coltrane maintained a close relationship with his children, keeping his family life private. His love for his children was often mentioned in interviews. Coltrane's career spanned both comedy and drama, with notable film roles in Goldeneye, 1995, and The World Is Not Enough, 1999, where he played the villainous Valentin Zukovsky. Despite facing health challenges, including arthritis, Coltrane remained active in the industry, leaving behind a diverse body of work. Robbie Coltrane passed away on October 14, 2022, at the age of 72. His death marked the end of an era for fans of The Young Ones and Harry Potter, but his legacy as a talented actor lives on through his memorable performances. The cast of The Young Ones has taken on diverse paths since the show ended in 1982. While some continued acting, others ventured into music, writing, and personal projects. Regardless of their careers, their time on the show remains a significant part of their legacies, influencing entertainment in unique ways. Thanks for watching and joining us in discovering what happened to the iconic cast after The Young Ones.